My name is Amy. I'm a volunteer with the Portland League of Women Voters. We're here today doing the Video Voters Guide. We're interviewing candidates for the November 2016 general election. With me right now is Stella Armstrong. She is a legislative candidate for District 50. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and why you're running for this office?
I'm a Filipino from the Philippines. I was born and raised there. But I relocated here in 2008 to be with my husband. And but in the Philippines, I was a university professor. I taught in the university a total of 20 years as a professor, as an administrator and researcher. And I'm also a writer. And I was a Fulbright Asian Scholar in Residence. And so I taught for a while at the University of Washington in Seattle. I've won some awards in writing in the Philippines. So education was really I have a Doctor of Arts in Language and Literature, which is a doctorate in educational management and process analysis. So I've never been in any other work experience except in education. So back here in Gresham, I was able to be part of the SUN program. I was there for 6 years as a reading instructor and a literacy tutor. I was also an avid tutor in the Gresham Barlow District and Reynolds School District. And now I'm the transitions coordinator at Mount Hood Community College, which is a support system for women who have trouble accessing education but would like to go back to college. So it's I have a black belt in Taekwondo, and I'm taking Tai Chi right now. So that's me. I'm a grandma, just a working mom, and to help support the family. So I have nothing in my campaign except me. So I would like to bring something new in this election, that for those who are tired of traditional politicians. So there's an option in candidates like me who are willing just to take their skill set into the field, and hopefully we'll be able to help solve major problems here in Gresham.
Thank you. Let's talk a little bit about Measure 97. If it does not pass, how will you address the budget shortfall, in particular regarding social services and issues like homelessness and affordable housing?
It would be a really, really good time to do basic housekeeping. Before any taxes or fees are raised, I believe that there's a lot of lessons that we have to apply. There's a lot of taking a hard look at the way we do things and spend money here. So it's I believe that if we just implement really efficient and transparent assessment of the way we have been doing things, that we will be able to solve the problem, and there will be no need to increase taxes or have fees. It's a house. I've in my work with the SUN program, I have a lot of chance to observe how the system works in the public school system, and I see a lot of waste there. And if we take a good look at it, we will be able. We have enough money and we have enough resources without raising taxes. So for me, I believe that it'll be a good opportunity for us to take a good look at how we do things and make it run more efficiently. So that's how I see it. So,
what comments do you have on gun safety?
We have. I come from the Philippines, wherein we have a martial law. I grew up in a martial law regime, wherein all our rights were taken, including that one, all for the pretext of gun safety. For me, and I'm a member of the Douglas Ridge Rifle Range. I've been an ROTC officer when I was in college, and I've had experience shooting, rifles. Now I'm learning how to shoot pistols. And for me, a gun is an instrument, it's a tool. in the hands of someone who means well, it will not do anything. But for a few who are intent on hurting people, a gun is not necessary to, how do you call it, to inflict harm. I heard somebody say, they can have a butter knife, and if your intent is to harm and to kill, then you will be able to do that. So in other words, for me, we have to be very cautious about affecting, the rights of everyone else, instead of trying to be preemptive or proactive in ensuring that people are safe. In the Philippines, for example, and in other Asian countries who take terrorism or people like that who with intent to harm, we have a really high level of security provided for the people. When I was here the first year, I went to Keller Theater to watch a play. I was horrified and I refused to go in because people come and go. I'm not used to that kind of wherein people were not, there was no, I could not see any safety officers in supervising the area. Anyone can come and go, because I grew up in a culture wherein safety of the public is very important. So instead of how do you call it, violating our Second Amendment or imposing all the restrictions on everybody else, a person with an intent to kill will just find another way to harm. So that's my opinion about gun safety. And I don't like, I've seen here in our politics wherein people are pitted against each other using fear, as a strategy. But we need to be rational and sensible, and at the same time observe the rights of everybody else when it comes to, the right to express themselves, or the right to protect themselves. Yeah.
So we have just a minute left. I do want to ask you about one other topic. I would like to hear just some brief comments on how you would plan to reduce carbon emissions.
We're doing great. We're doing great. It's there's always a balance wherein we try to push use environment as an agenda to push an agenda that's that will not benefit the rest of us. How do you explain it? So we're doing great, and actually as is, it should stay as is, and always it should always be referred to the people, and not just by executive orders and by legislation. I believe that the people has a direct right to express their will on issues like that.
Thank you very much. Yeah. And thank you for watching. Again, this is Amy, a volunteer with the League of Women Voters of Portland. This is the video voters guide for the November 2016 election. Last day to register to vote is October 18th. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hooray.